Welcome back, my friend. In today's lesson, we are going to build real English, the kind you actually use in daily life, not textbook English, not boring grammar drills, real English. We will focus on the most common English words and sentences, the ones native speakers use every single day. When you master these, conversations become easier, listening becomes clearer, and speaking becomes more natural. Even if you are a beginner, don't worry. My voice will guide you. Listen, relax, repeat, and imagine using these sentences in real life. That is how your brain learns. That is how confidence grows. Every conversation begins with greetings, simple words, simple sentences, big impact. When you meet someone for the first time, or even when you see a friend, these phrases help you connect. Words like hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening may sound small, but they open doors. When you say hello with confidence, you signal friendliness, respect, and warmth. Imagine entering a classroom, a shop, or a workplace. Instead of staying quiet, you say, "Hello, how are you?" Now the conversation begins. You are no longer silent. You are communicating. That is power. Practice with me. Imagine you see someone. In your mind, say, "Hello." Then repeat, "Hello, how are you?" Now, answer yourself. I am fine. Thank you. When you build comfort with greetings, you remove fear. Speaking becomes easier because the first step is already done. In English, some words appear constantly. You hear them in movies, in music, in conversations, everywhere. Words like yes, no, maybe, please, thank you, sorry, and excuse me are essential tools. They show respect. They show politeness. They show understanding. When someone does something nice, you say, "Thank you." When you need help, you say, "Please." When you make a mistake, you say, "Sorry." These simple words build relationships. They make people like talking to you. Say them with me slowly. Please. Thank you. Sorry. Excuse me. Notice how they sound. Notice how they feel when you say them. English becomes easier when you connect feeling and meaning together. Now we move into sentences. Short sentences create strong communication. Imagine you are at home, at school, or at work. You may want to say things like, "I am tired," "I am busy," "I am hungry," "I am ready," or "I am learning English." Look how powerful that last sentence is. When you say, "I am learning English," you show growth. You show identity. You tell the world that you are improving. Instead of saying, "I don't know English," you say, "I am learning English." This creates motivation. It creates movement. It turns fear into progress. Repeat slowly. I am learning English. Again, I am learning English. Feel proud when you say it because it is true. Questions are the heart of conversation. When you ask, you learn. When you ask, you connect. Some of the most common questions in English are simple. What is your name? Where are you from? How old are you? What do you do? Do you understand? These questions may feel small, but they unlock communication. They invite stories. Imagine you meet someone new. You smile and ask, "What is your name?" They answer, and suddenly you have a conversation. You are not silent anymore. You are part of the moment. This is how confidence grows, one small question at a time. Learning questions is only half. We also learn how to answer. If someone asks, "What is your name?" you say, "My name is Daniel." If they ask, "Where are you from?" you say, "I am from Ethiopia," or wherever you are truly from. If they ask, "Do you understand?" it is okay to say, "Not everything, but I am trying." That answer shows honesty. It shows effort. It shows strength. Remember, English is not about being perfect. It is about communicating clearly. If your grammar is not perfect, it is fine. People will still understand, and over time, your grammar will improve naturally. Imagine you are in a store. You walk to the counter. The worker looks at you. Instead of staying quiet, you say, "Hello, can I have water, please?" The worker smiles because you communicated respectfully. Now imagine you are lost. You need directions. You politely say, "Excuse me, can you help me?" Almost always, someone will help. English allows you to navigate the world with more independence. Every time you use English in real situations, your brain becomes stronger, the fear becomes smaller, and conversation becomes easier. Now, I want you to practice actively. Repeat after me in your mind or out loud if possible. Say, "Hello, my name is Daniel. I am learning English. I am from Ethiopia. I am happy today. I like English. I want to improve." Now, ask yourself questions. What is your name? Where are you from? Do you speak English? Answer confidently. Even if you make mistakes, keep going. Practice is the bridge between learning and mastery. Let's simulate conversation. I want you to answer, even if you are alone. I ask, "How are you today?" You answer, "I am fine, thank you." I ask, "Do you like English?" You answer, "Yes, I like English." I ask, "Are you learning every day?" You answer, "I try." And that is enough. Trying is winning. Trying means you are moving forward. Your homework is simple but powerful. For the next week, choose at least 5 sentences from this lesson. Say them every day, morning and night. Record yourself. Listen to your pronunciation. Try again. Speak out loud, not just in your head. Describe your life using simple sentences. I am eating. I am working. I am studying. I am relaxing. When you speak daily, English becomes part of your life, not just something you study. Remember this: English is not something only smart people can learn. It is a skill, like walking, like cooking, like riding a bicycle. You practice, you fall, you try again, and one day you realize you are speaking, you are thinking in English. You are confident. Keep going, stay patient, and believe in yourself, because you are capable.